Just one more. When was the last time that you saw Miss Hammermeister?
The night she died, of course. We were in the same play. We played the main characters.
Well, obviously. But did you see her any time after the show?
I just told her it was a good job after the show. Then I went to the Blue Lagoon. You know, celebration after opening night.
Certainly.
5 minutes!
Well, it seems like you've been saved by the director. Thanks for your time. I'll be getting in touch with you if I need you. Okay. Be seeing you.
Psst. Mr. Eliot, over here.
Yes?
Hello, Mr. Eliot. You see, my name is Clarence Weston, you see. I'm the stagehand you spoke to earlier. And I hear you've been asking questions about Miss Florence. Well, you see, I may have some information you want to hear.
Proceed.
You see, the night after Miss Florence died, you see, I was backstage after the show, you see.
Did you see anything unusual, Mr. Weston?
No, you see, but I did hear someone arguing with Miss Florence, you see, in her dressing room. And then an awful racket.
Do you know who she was talking to? Could you tell?
No, I'm afraid I couldn't. You see, I think it could have been a man's voice, but I'm not sure. You see, I didn't want to get too close, you see, because it sounded like a very personal conversation, you see. And Miss Florence had always been so nice to me.
Did you know if anyone else was in the building?
No, you see, I thought I was the last one left before I heard the argument. You see, I remember seeing Mr. O'Connell leaving for the lagoon. I thought after him I was the last one, but sorry I couldn't be any more help, you see.
No. That was really helpful, Mr. Weston. I'm beginning to think that the police have made a mistake. I think Florence Hammermeister was murdered. Thank you again for your help, Mr. Weston. It has been very informative.
Anything for Miss Florence. You see, she was the nicest woman you could ever wish to meet. And nothing like those other actresses. No, sir. You see, she was a good, decent person, you see.
So I'm told. Thank you again for your help, Mr. Weston.
This trip to the theater had proven highly informative. O'Connell wasn't very much help, but the stagehand Weston appeared to be very useful. So Miss Hammermeister had an argument with an unknown person, most likely a man, before she had died. This mystery man could be the murderer. I needed more evidence before I could go to Giddis and Hardy and convince them that Miss Hammermeister's death had been an accident. I was standing outside of the Blue Lagoon Club, waiting to be let in by some thug with the arms the size of my thighs. The richness and entitlement in the air was suffocating. I was the only fellow with a suit on in 12 blocks. All the men had on tuxes, and the women had on dresses that cost more than my car.
Hey, you can't go in there. You ain't got an appropriate dress. This is a black tie establishment only.
You're in business, okay?
Yeah. Go ahead and...
Thanks.
Once inside, I motioned my way up to the bar to ask the bartender some questions.
What can I get for you?
No thanks. I've been trying to cut down, been drinking a lot lately. Wait, on second thought, can I get a cranberry juice?
Cranberry juice? You sure you don't want anything stronger?
No, that'll do. That'll do.
Suit yourself. I'm easy. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about Miss Florence Hammermeister? I'm a private detective, and I'm investigating the circumstances surrounding her death.
You want to know about Miss Florence? Sure, I'll oblige. Miss Florence was real swell. Wonderful woman. She was a good tipper, too.
Yes. Did she come here often?
Almost definitely. She was here regularly, with her usual crowd. Always Miss Josephine by her side. The two were inseparable.
You mean Miss Greenwald?
Yep, the one and only. You know her?
I've had the pleasure of making her acquaintance, yes.
She's a swell gal, too. A good tipper as well.
Did Miss Hammermeister frequent the establishment with O'Connell, her colleague?
That gas bag? No way. She would never associate with riffraff like that unless she had to. Real jerk. Never tips.
Tipping is a big thing for you, huh?
What are you getting at?
Nothing. Look, here's $5 for your time.
Hey, thanks, mister.
Don't mention it.
As I turned to leave the club, I noticed Miss Greenwald sitting at a table on the far side of the room. She was not alone. There were 2 other people with her. Maybe they were friends of Hammermeister as well.
Ah, Mr. Eliot. Pleasure to see you again. What brings you here? Business?
In short, yes. I'm just following up on some of the places that Miss Hammermeister frequented.
Ah, well in that case, please join us. And also, meet Jack Donahue and Agatha Paulson. They're good friends of Flo's. Jack, Aggie, Mr. Barton Eliot, private detective.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Eliot. What are you drinking?
Cranberry juice.
That's some rough stuff there, isn't it? Hey, calm down. We're just 2 adults getting a stew on.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds disgusting.
So you're a private detective?
That's right.
And you're investigating Flo's death?
Right. Nothing gets past you. Well, how well did the 2 of you know Miss Hammermeister?
I knew her very well. See, I'm an actor as well. Although I just made the transition to the silver screen here in Hollywood and all.
And you, Miss Paulson?
I knew Flo very well. We grew up together, and our families are really good friends. Our dads even served together in the Great War, although they didn't see much action. It ended just before they landed in France.
I see. So, when was the last time that you saw Miss Hammermeister?
I saw her the night of the play, the night she died. We chatted a bit after her performance, and then I came over here with Josie to wait for Flo. But she never came.
I last saw Flo the night before she died, in this very spot. It was our usual night on the town. I had to apologize for not seeing her that night. We were starting filming on my next movie, and I would be swamped. I regret not seeing her on the stage again. She was a superb actress.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Do any of you know why Miss Hammermeister would have been arguing with a man that night that she died in her dressing room?
A man? Flo wasn't... Ow! No. Heaven the foggiest.